Best luck. Be Tracey for the ball.
Welcome back to the action here at the Women's Series. This is the 4th event of the weekend, the first
outside
of your Sunday. And we're into the quarterfinals. It is the 10-time champion of the world, Trina Gulliver, going up against the Welshwoman Tracey Davies for a place in the semi-finals. Played some decent stuff today. Trina Gulliver has raced through to the last 8. Tracey Davies standing in her way. Be good to see Gulliver in contention
45.
at the business end of this tournament. Well, she certainly is, as we spoke about yesterday, Colin, a legend of darts.
140.
Yeah, she certainly is, Chris. So what, she looks a lot more assertive today. Looks a little bit more assured
45.
of her game. I did say to you yesterday, she was a little bit apprehensive, hadn't had much match play. And she did start to, or a game started to come together quite nicely yesterday.
40.
And today, I think she's putting some good performances today. We all
60.
know what she's capable of when she was in her prime. And she started off this leg very well.
100.
Sitting on 96 after only 12 darts.
140.
Little 140 there from Davies. Got a bit of time.
91, yeah.
That's a good second dart.
56.
Yeah,
So she's going to come back.
Really is racing out of the blocks, as you say, Lloydie. And she has today 2 4-0 wins to open today's proceedings over
104.
Denise Cassidy and Jackie Wilkinson before seeing off Sarah Roberts 4-2 in the last 16.
$35.
Well, she'll be disappointed with that, Murph.
51.
Davies was getting a dart at a double there, which she possibly didn't deserve.
Game shot.
Nice little tidy up there, though, Murph, from Gulliver.
Yeah. She
Signs of the good stuff.
Had to, didn't she? Having raced out of the blocks in that leg.
60.
Determined not to let it go.
I don't think Tracey Davies is going to be a pushover here, though, Murph. She, towards the end of that
140.
first leg, back-to-back 140s, so she seems like she's a very capable player.
The winner of this match will take
25.
on either Fallon Sherrock or Louise Pearson. Pearson has taken the first leg in that quarter-final. Lisa Ashton is 2-0 up on Rhiannon O'Sullivan in another quarter-final, and the
80.
4th quarter-final is Laura Turner against Dieter Hedman. We really do have some well-known names in the last 8.
100.
Poor old Rhiannon O'Sullivan, she must be thinking, am I ever going to get away from Lisa Ashton and Fallon Sherrock this weekend?
They're the only players that have beat her. She's already played Anastasia
43.
Dobromoslova today. She could have to beat Lisa, Dieter, and then Fallon to win this title, but she's going to have to do it the hard way because Ashton is now 3-0 ahead in that one.
45. $125.
I'm liking the look of Trina today, Murph. She looks a completely different player to yesterday. It's good to see because we all know that she's
81.
a very capable, talented lady when it comes to the game of darts. And it's good to see her throwing some good stuff again.
Treble 19 here, what she was looking for. 74 remaining.
74.
She did the right thing to check because I think she
53.
mouthed 84 to Robert Davies, our referee.
Who, Roger Davies?
40.
Tops them for a 2-0 lead.
Game shot.
Beautiful dart. That will settle her down, Murph.
Yeah, she did build yesterday. She lost to Rhiannon O'Sullivan in her very first match. That was a welcome to the women's series for Trina Gulliver, wasn't it? But she then defeated
100.
Brosnan and Smith and Harwood across the next 2 events before losing to Sarah Roberts and Vicky Proom. So she went first round, second round,
45.
third round. And here she is in the quarterfinals today. She's had a lot of time away from darts due to her own personal problems and health problems. But when you're that good, you don't lose
95.
it, do you, Lloydie?
No, you don't, mate. And you know what? Behind the scenes as well, Murph, she's obviously been putting in the hard work. Like you say, she's had her difficulties. But this is where she feels at home. She feels comfortable. She's around with friends and back competing again.
60.
And that can only be good for darts in my eyes.
Will we see glory for the Golden Girl? Would be some story, wouldn't it, if Trina Gulliver were to grace the Grand Slam or World Championship stage at the end of this year. There's another steady leg until that last
100.
visit. And she got the old Len Goodman. 7, if you were
100.
wondering.
$45.
She'll be thinking to herself, I can just tidy this up. 3-0 lead. Feeling good. Looking confident.
Yep. Yep.
69 left. I think she'll go for the bull. Yeah. Had a good marker there, so she's obviously hoping and trusting that Davies doesn't take out this 156.
A bit of respect for Davies as well there,
44.
going that way, Trina. Now she just has to hoover up the bits.
Game shot.
Excellent. And it is good stuff from Trina Gulliver, who is on course to reach her first Women's Series semi-final, where she would join Lisa Ashton. Ashton has beaten Rhiannon O'Sullivan 4-0 and might be following what she did yesterday in winning the first event. Fallon Sherrick is embroiled in a battle with Louise Pearce, and that one's 2-2. And Laura Turner leads
55.
Dieter Hedman after the first leg.
$41.
Is Trina Gulliver just starting to
55.
grind Tracey Davies down? It's hard to come back from it, Murph. Being 3-0 down. And again, sometimes you just start throwing quite
81.
freely and you think, right, listen, I'm 3-0 down. Let's just see what happens.
$140. $44.
I do have plenty of action coming for you today on PDC TV. The European Tour event just getting underway in Gibraltar. Simon Whitlock in action in the opening match against Ted Everts, and then yesterday's star Callan Ridds taking on Brendan Dolan.
67.
Ridds, who got rid of Peter Wright yesterday. And so there may well be a break between now and the semi-finals. Feel free to flick between the streams and check out the Euro Tour action before returning to watch the conclusion of this event
24.
at the Women's Series. It will be Lisa Ashton, the semi-final, shown here on this stream, with the winner of the match
100.
featuring Turner and Hedman taking on the Lancashire Rose.
$100.
Joe Murphy, a couple of these younger lady players, I say about
38.
board management and where they could do with watching someone like Trina Gulliver, because her board management, you know, she's not afraid to go round the board if something's covered, there's
19
open
score,
beds. And she just takes her time and goes about it, asking questions. What does that leave me? You know, that's why she's been so good over the years. Not only a fabulous player, but like I said, board management, the way she goes about her business.
41.
Well, she about to finish the business here, or can Tracey Davies stay in it a little longer? She can stay there to get a dart at tops.
30.
Just above the wire, and that could be that. It's been a procession really from the Golden Girl, Trina Gulliver. She's dropped just 2 legs so far. Double 10.
36.
Well, she couldn't find it. Can Davies find it? In it goes, and it will not be a whitewash win for Gulliver this time around as Davies gets off the mark. But Gulliver is still looking very, very comfortable in this tie.
99.
Yeah, she'll be wanting to get rid of this match as quickly as possible. You don't want to use up
125.
any excess or unnecessary energy. Getting embroiled in a dogfight.
You mentioned that she would
100.
not be an easy opponent for Gulliver, and again, looking at the names that have beaten her this weekend, she's only lost to real standout names:
100.
Corinne Hammond, Lorraine Winstanley and Makuru Suzuki.
I think that speaks volumes.
But in fact, in reaching this quarter-final, she's beaten Jo
140.
Locke and Vicky Prume as well.
Yeah, 2 players we had the privilege of watching yesterday on the
40.
live stream board. 2 big names in the world of darts that she's obviously got past. So not a pushover for Trina Gulliver, but she must keep pushing on.
100.
Putting in a good leg here, Murph. 99 ton, 40 ton.
55.
It's more than steady from Gulliver. Who looks to finish a job here.
30.
She will return, and she will face Fallon Sherrick in the semi-finals if she does indeed finish the job. Sherrick has beaten Louise
140.
Pearson 4-2. Lisa Ashton here on the stream will take on either Laura Turner or Dita Hedman. That's 2-1 to Turner. Is this going to be 4-1 to Gulliver?
8 scored.
Well, Tracey Davies there hit a 140 to apply the pressure there. Can she clean it up, Murph? Double 16.
25.
Trina's going to get another go. She'll be thinking to herself, first dart either in or a good marker.
Done everything but cross the line so far.
Yeah.
And it's neither in nor a good marker. 15 remaining, 7 or 3. 7 it is.
Yes.
To leave 8. And again, a long way
16.
off. Well, just faltering at the finish here, Trina Gulliver, with the winning line in sights, with the semi-final in sights. Gulliver has just run into a little bit of traffic, a little bit of trouble.
12 scored.
She will get more opportunities.
Well, I feel she's got to put this to bed now. That's a good marker. Ooh, that was really unlucky.
Game shot on
Yeah,
the match,
good last
Trina
start from
Gulliver.
Trina Gulliver. She moves through to her first semi-final of the weekend with a 4-1 win over Tracey Davies.